Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all to Sri Chandra Rank Zone classes. I am your mentor and your friend for the subject biology, and I will be taking part as a biology mentor to teach you the zoology, that is animal science. My dear students, we are going to start with class 12th zoology topic, that is domestication and improvement of animals. So today is the first lecture of this chapter, domestication and improvement of animals. Let us start with the first slide, introduction. The rearing of animals for specific purposes is called domestication, and such animals are called domestic animals. Domestication of animals started during the hunting and gathering phase of human civilization. When humans, during their timeline of civilization, their timeline of evolution, they, to feed their hunger, they start to hunt and gather the animals. The animals, when then domesticated, produces their young ones. So humans get to know that how the process of domestication can increase the number of progenies of these animals. Man domesticates a variety of animals for food, transport, agricultural operations, for food, transport, agricultural operations like drought laborers, for the production of wool, fur, for study, research, and pleasure. Man domesticates variety of animals for fulfilling their various purposes like for food, for transportation of goods, for agricultural operations, for the production of products like wool, fur, flesh, milk, etc. Cow, buffaloes, goats, sheep, and pigs for meat, and honey bee for honey. Cattle, horses, mules, donkey, camels, elephants, and reindeer are used for transport. The domesticated animals play an important role in the economy of rural India. The first animals to be domesticated may have been the dog and goat. May have been the dog and goat. The various breeds of domestic animals we use today have evolved from wild ancestors through selective breeding. Pets, livestock, poultry, fishery, sericulture, apiculture, lac culture of lac insects are briefly discussed in this chapter. The branch of agriculture specializing in the breeding, raising, and care and utilization of domestic animals is known as animal husbandry. The branch of agriculture specializing in breeding, raising of animals, care and utilization of domestic animals is known as animal husbandry. Dogs and cats. Dogs and cats are the closest pets of men. They are carnivores and turn to omnivores. They occur wild in various parts of the world. Dogs. Dog was among the earliest animal domesticated by man. A large number of breeds have been produced by intensive breeding and artificial selection of a single ancestral dog species. These vary in the form of colors, size, and fur. It has proved to be faithful companion and guard of its master. Domestic dog Canis familiaris is found in almost all the countries and it is useful in many ways. The domestic dog Canis familiaris is the scientific name. It is found in almost all the countries and it is useful in many ways. It can be trained to protect flocks, that is sheep and goat, and herds, that is cattle, like a watchman. So it can be trained to protect the flocks, that is sheep or goat, and herds, that is cattle. It is helpful in tracking and running down the game such as hare and fox. It is helpful in tracking and running down the game such as hare and fox. It is very useful animal for hunting. Some breeds which have sharp sense of smell and sight are employed to trace the criminal, drug peddlers and prowlers. It can lead the blind persons. Eskimos use dogs to pull sledges, wheel-less vehicles used over snow or ice. Sledges, they are the wheel-less vehicles used over the snow or ice. Dog raising is a profitable business. Pedigree dogs fetch high return. Dog is simple. Dog is a symbol of loyalty. Okay. So these are the common characteristics of dogs which are given. Cats. The scientific name of cat is Felis domesticus. Is a small furry mammal. It has many breeds. It is domesticated to eradicate rats and mice. Biocontrol. It is also a nice pet. Livestock. Meaning of livestock. The word livestock refers to the domestic animals which are kept or dealt in for use or profit. It includes cattle, buffaloes, sheep, goats, pigs, horses, mules, donkeys, and camels. The most important of these are cattle and buffaloes. Most important. Cattle. The scientific name is Bos indicus, buffalo Bos bubalis. The word cattle includes cow, that is adult female, bull, uncastrated adult male, uncastrated before castration means before the castration. So, bull is the uncastrated adult male, bullock or ox. Bullock or ox is castrated adult male, and bull is uncastrated adult male. And steer. Steer is young castrated male. So there are three categories. The word cattle includes cow. Cow means adult female. Bull is uncastrated adult male. Bullock or ox is castrated adult male. And steer is the young male which is castrated. Importance of cattle and buffaloes. What is the importance, ecological importance or zoological importance? Cattle and buffaloes are most important forms of domesticated animals. They are next to land in use of farmers. They are widely used for agricultural operations. Cattle are used in agricultural operations such as plowing, burrowing, and leveling land, in harvesting and threshing of ripened crops, and in working of wells. Cattle are used in different agricultural operations like plowing, burrowing, and leveling land. It is also used in harvesting and threshing of ripened crops. It is always also used in the functioning or working of wells, working wells. Milk. Cows and buffaloes provide milk, an important human food with all the essential materials. Transport. Cattle are employed in cart driving to transport men and materials. However, they are being fast replaced by machines. Cattle are employed in cart driving to transport men and materials. However, they are being replaced by machines. Manure and fuel. The dung provided by them act as a valuable manure for maintaining the fertility of soil. It is also used for the preparation of biogas or gobar gas. Dung cakes are also provided. Dung cakes, they are the cheap fuel to the poor, but fields get deprived of the important manure. So the dung provided by them act as a valuable manure for maintaining the fertility of soil. It is also used for the preparation of biogas or gobar gas. Dung cakes, they are the good source of fuel, but the field gets deprived of important manure. Leather. Hides obtained from these animals are used for the preparation of leather goods, glue, and gelatin. Their bones, horns, and hoofs yield glue and gelatin. Meat. Beef and buffalo meat are eaten by certain people. Hair are used for making brushes. Hybridization. Indian bulls are used for breeding of cattle. Breeding of cattle. There are around 26 breeds of cattle and 7 breeds of buffaloes in India. They differ in color, general body build, form of horns, forehead, and geographical distribution. The best cattle breeds occur in drier regions of the country. The most important breed of milk cows in United States of America are Holstein Friesian, Jersey, and Curiosity, Ayrshire, and Brown Swiss. Depending upon the utility, cattle are classified into following groups. What are the different breeds of cattle? There are around 26 breeds of cattle and 7 breeds are found in India of buffaloes that they differ in general body color, body build, form of horns, forehead, and geographical distribution. The best cattle breed occur in drier regions of the country. The most important breed of milk cows in the United States is Holstein Friesian, Jersey, Guernsey, Ayrshire, and Brown Swiss. Depending upon the utility, cattle are classified into following groups: milch animals, milch breeds that give good milk producing cows, and draught breeds which give good working bullocks. So the draught breeds including it includes bullocks and milch breeds it includes cows. General utility or dual purpose breeds the females of these breeds and are good milk producers, and bullocks are good draught animals. If we hybridize bullocks and the cows, then as you know, bullocks or ox, they are basically, they are used for draught, okay, I mean carrying the agricultural works in the field. So, breeding the females which are having good milk producer cows and bullocks which are good draught animals, then we could get a better breed. Milch breeds. Gir. Gir is present or distributed in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Sahiwal, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh. Red Sindhi, Andhra Pradesh. Deoni, Andhra Pradesh. These are the milch breeds. Gir, which is present in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Sahiwal, Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Red Sindhi in Andhra Pradesh and Deoni in Andhra Pradesh. Drought breeds, it includes Malvi, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Nageri, which is distributed in Delhi, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Halikar, which is distributed in Karnataka, and Kangyam, which is distributed in Tamil Nadu and other parts of South India. Mainly remember the names of Red Sindhi, Sahiwal, Gir in milch breeds, and drought breeds. Please remember the name Nageri and Malvi. General utility breeds, it includes Haryana, which is present in Haryana, Punjab, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. Ongole, Andhra Pradesh, Kankeri, Gujarat, and Tharparkar, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat. Some breeds of Indian buffaloes: Murrah, Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh; Badwari, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh; Jafarabadi in Gujarat; Surti in Rajasthan and Gujarat; Mehsana in Gujarat; Nagpuri or Ilaichipuri, Central and South India; and Neeli Ravi, Punjab and Haryana. So these are some common breeds of Indian buffaloes and Indian cows. Okay, please go through this chart so that you could remember the names. Now, feeding of cattle. The cattle feed consists of two components, roughage and concentrates. These are two major components of cattle feed, roughage and concentrates. Okay. Roughage. Roughage includes fodder, silage, hay, and straw. They have large amount of fiber contents and no nutritive value. Low nutritive value. Roughage, it includes fodder, silage, hay, and straw. The nutritive content of roughage is low. They have large amount of fibers. Concentrates, they have high nutrients. The concentrates used in the cattle feed is a mixture of substances which are rich in nutrient contents. Cotton seeds, oil cakes, cereal grains like bajra, gram, rice polish are some important substances included in concentrates in the cattle feed. In the winter season, cattle are given green feeder, mainly bercine and lucerne. In other seasons, cattle are given maize, bajra, jowar, and dry fodder. Concentrates used in the cattle feed is a mixture of substances which are rich in nutrient contents. Cotton seeds, they includes cotton seeds, oil cakes, cereal grains like bajra, gram, rice polish are some important substances included in the concentrates in the cattle feed. In the winter season, cattle are given green fodder, mainly berseem and lucerne, and in the other seasons, they are given maize, bajra, jowar, and dry fodder. Cattle should be given sufficient water daily on the daily basis. Suckling calves also need good amount of water. Suckling calves, they also need good amount of water. Okay. Breeding of cattle. Cattle breeders select and mate best type of cattle for a particular use. The breeding of cattle is done by two methods, natural and artificial. Breeding of cattle. Cattle breeders select and mate best type of cattle for a particular purpose. The breeding of cattle is done by two methods, natural method and artificial method. Natural breeding. It is further of two types, random and controlled. Random natural breeding, here are some pedigree bulls which are kept along with the grazing cows. Here are some pedigree bulls which are kept along with grazing cows. Bulls not selected for breeding are castrated and changed to bullocks. Random breeding is, here are some pedigree bulls which are kept along with the grazing cows. Bulls which are not selected for breeding are castrated and changed to bullocks. Controlled breeding. In this type of breeding, native cows are crossed with superior quality of imported bulls. In natural breeding, foreign dairy breeds like Jersey from England, Holstein Friesian from Holland, Brown Swiss from Switzerland, Ayrshire from Scotland have been imported to give better results. Controlled breeding. The second type of breeding after random breeding is controlled breeding. In this type of breeding, native cows are crossed with superior quality of imported bulls. Native cows, they are basically crossed with, or they are, you know, crossed with superior quality of imported bulls in natural breeding. Foreign dairy breeds like Jersey from England, Holstein Friesian from Holland, Brown Swiss from Switzerland, Ayrshire from Scotland, they are used to breed the native cows. Artificial breeding. First is natural breeding, which includes random breeding and controlled breeding, and the second is artificial breeding. The introduction of semen or the sperm in the body of vagina in the body means the vagina of females by artificial means is called artificial insemination. This method is comparatively better and economical. Several cows can be inseminated by semen of a single Then comes superovulation or embryo transplantation. There is a recent technique that has been introduced in India to produce super milch cows. Super milch cows. So superovulation and embryo transplantation is also a method to produce super milch cows. Okay. So the natural breeding and the artificial breeding, these two are the main, breeding types of breeding, okay, to get a superior quality of bullock or superior quality of cow. Breeding and calving season. In India, the breeding season commences from September and continues up to February, and the calving season from July to November. During this breeding period, the bulls have been found to be very active sexually, and the quality and quantity of semen are very high, particularly during winter, November to February. The buffaloes show the maximum of ovarian activity in this period, and the largest percentage of them conceive during this period. So, breeding and calving season is from, we can say, from September to February, especially talking about from November to February, and the calving season is from July to November. Okay, length of gestation. The length of gestation of buffaloes, it changes when it is not fixed. Okay, influenced by breed and environment between 276 to 340 days. There is a range between 276 to 340 days, but on an average, it lasts for 307 days, 307 days or 10 months. In contrast to the cow with an average gestation of 284 days or 9 months. The length of the gestation of buffaloes varies, influenced by the breed and environment, between 276 to 340 days. On an average, 307 days means 10 months, while cows they have 284 days or 9 months of gestation. Okay, duration of lactation, dry period and interval between calving. So duration of lactation, dry period and interval between calving. In milch buffaloes, the average period of lactation is 281 days, a dry period of 139 days, and an interval between calving of 420 days is normal. Okay, so in milk buffaloes, the average period of lactation is 281 days, which is the average period of lactation. Okay, then dry period of 139 days, and then interval between calving is 420 days, which is normal. This means that on an average, a buffalo or cow produces a calf at 14 months interval. Okay, this means that on an average, a buffalo or a cow can produce a calf with an average duration gap of 14 months. Important livestock diseases. Just like human beings, livestock like cow, buffalo suffer from various diseases. The diseases in livestock are mainly caused by the attack of microorganisms, either bacteria, virus, or fungi, or by an worm or parasite. Some important livestock diseases are as follows: viral diseases like foot and mouth disease and pox, cattle pox. Bacterial diseases, rinderpest, tuberculosis, and anthrax mainly, and fungal diseases, ringworm. Okay. Now we will talk about sheep and goats. Okay. There are many breeds of sheep, Ovis aries, and goats, Capra hircus. So the scientific name of sheep is Ovis aries and goat is Capra hircus in our country. Okay. Today, sheep are raised in all the parts of the world. Sheep provide us with wool, skin, and mutton, and goats provide us with milk, meat, skin, and hair. The fine soft wool called pashmina is the underfur of Kashmir and Tibetan goats. A sheep lives for about 13 years. Feeding of sheep and goats. Sheep feed on green tender grass or weeds or other garbage or herbage. means herbs. Goats feed on variety of trees by browsing on the buds and foraging on a variety of plants. Oil cakes and mineral mixture are also feeded to keep sheep in good condition. So the scientific name of sheep is Ovis aries and goat is Capra hircus. Sheep are raised in all parts of the world. Sheep provide us with wool, skin, and mutton, while goat provides us with milk, meat, and skin and hair. The fine soft wool called pashmina is the underfur of Tibetan and Kashmiran goats. A sheep gives of, for a sheep lives for about 13 years. Feeding of sheep and goats. Sheep feed on green tender grass or weeds or other herbages. Goat feeds on a variety of trees by browsing on the buds and foraging on variety of plants. Oil cakes and mineral mixture are also feeded to keep sheep in good condition. Breeding of sheep and goats. To improve the quality of sheep, cross-breeding experiments are usually done. For this purpose, a good quality of wool yielding or mutton producing sheep is chosen and cross-breed with exotic breeds like Dorset, Horn, and Merino. To improve the quality of sheep, cross-breeding experiments are usually done. For this purpose, a wool, good quality wool yielding sheep or mutton yielding sheep is chosen and cross-breeded with exotic breeds like Dorset, Horn, and Merino. About 19% of the world goat population occurs in India. These differ in body build, color, horn size, ear size, and hair texture. The wild goat Capra hircus of Balochistan and Hind is the ancestral stock of all the breeds of domestic goats. Okay, the wild goat Capra hircus of Balochistan and Hind is the ancestral stock of all the breeds of domestic goats. Shearing of wool. Shearing of wool is an essential process to promote the health of sheep. The removal of hairs from the sheep is done very carefully in a mild weather. The recommended periods for shearing of wool are winter, February to March, and rainy, that is August to September, season when rich grazing ground is available. The sheep are washed properly before the removal of hairs. The manufacturing of wool from sheep hairs is a complicated process consisting of cleaning, drying, bleaching, dyeing, spinning, and twisting. So all these processes or micro processes which makes the shearing of wool a complicated phenomenon. It consists of cleaning, साफ करेंगे मतलब we will remove the skin from any kind of dirt. We will dry it. We will bleach it. Okay, to improve the color, spinning and twisting. Okay, common diseases of sheep and goats. Some common diseases of sheep and goats are as follows. Sheep, this include hemorrhagic septicemia, anthrax, sheeppox, and black water. So these are the major diseases of sheep, which includes hemorrhagic septicemia, anthrax, sheeppox, and black water. The common signs of illness are high temperature, cessation or rumination, hard breathing, coughing, sneezing, diarrhea, and drooping gait. Drooping gait means not able to walk. The sheep also suffer from external and internal parasites. Timely inoculation prevents the diseases. Goats. The goats are less prone to serious diseases. They suffer from some contagious diseases like anthrax, goat pox, pleuropneumonia, foot and mouth disease. The general signs of illness in case of goats are as in cows, they are same as in cows. Parasitic infection is common in goats. Parasitic infection is common in goats. Okay. Pig. Pig, also called hog or swine, it is an omnivore, non-ruminant, gregarious mammal of genus Sus. Okay. Genus Sus. Pig is also called hog or swine. It is a omnivore, non-ruminant, gregarious animal of genus Sus. All breeds of pigs have descended from the European wild boar Sus scrofa. All breeds of pigs have been descended from the European wild boar Sus scrofa or crossbreed of this and Asiatic species Cissus indicus. Okay. So all the breeds of pigs are basically descended from the European wild boar such as Sus carafa or a crossbreed of this and Asiatic species Sus indicus. The care and management of pigs is called piggery. The care and management of pigs is known as what? Piggery. Pigs are the most prolific breeders and quick growers. They are the most prolific breeders and quick growers among the domestic animals. A group of 10 sows, female hog, and one boar may produce 160 piglets in a year. A group of 10 sows, that is female hog, and one boar may produce over 160 piglets in a year. Pigs are most useful domestic animals, especially of the lower class of society. They are most economic source of meat and animal fat. Pig meat in general is known as pork, and the meat obtained from different parts of the body have been given different names. For example, bacon obtained from the back and sides, and ham from the back of thigh. So bacon from the back and sides is known as what? From bacon, known as bacon, and from the back of thigh, and ham for the back of thigh. Feeding of pigs. Indigenous pigs survive through scavenging or kitchen waste and farmed by the products and human feces. Pig keepers raise them on grass, straw, roots, and grains. As they can feed on human feces, they serve as secondary host for tapeworms. Very right. So the pig meat is general and it is known as what? Pork, and the meat obtained from different parts of the body have been given different names like bacon from back and sides and ham from the back of thigh. Breeding and breeding of pigs. Breeds and breeding of pigs. Pig breeding has now started on commercial scale. They improved exotic types, number of which is insignificant and is maintained mostly at all the 7 regional pig breeding stations of the country. Some common examples: Lohi, distributed in Punjab and Rajasthan, use good quality of wool and milk. Rampur Bushehr, distributed in Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh, uses brown colored fleece for superior cloth. Nali is distributed in Haryana and Punjab, Rajasthan, uses superior carpet wool, used for the fabrication of superior carpet wool. Bakarwal, distributed in Jammu and Kashmir, use for the formation of undercoat used for high quality woolen shawls. Dakkani, distributed in Karnataka, used for the preparation of mutton, no wool is prepared. Maharashtra, same. Gujarat, coarse wool. Patanwadi from Gujarat, wool for army hosiery. Gaddi and Chamba, distributed in Himachal Pradesh, Kashmiri and Pashmina, Himachal Pradesh, Kashmir and Tibet, Jamnapuri, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, Beetal in Punjab, Marwari in Rajasthan, Bearari in Maharashtra, Malabari in Kerala, and Bengali in Bihar and Orissa. Some common breeds of pigs are Desi, native pigs, Desi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh. Gori in Manipur, Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh. Exotic pigs, Berkshire in UK, large white Yorkshire in UK, Landrace in Switzerland and Denmark. These are the some common examples of sheep. These are for sheep and these are for goat. Okay, and they are for pigs. Some common examples are the breeds of pigs. Berkshire, large, white, Yorkshire in UK, Landrace in Switzerland and Denmark. Desi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh. Gori from Manipur, Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh. All India Coordinated Research Project for Pigs. All India Coordinated Research Project ICAR initiated on All India Coordinated Research Projects on Pigs during the fourth five-year plan. The project started functioning in early 1971. The main objective of the project is to develop suitable breeds using imported stock. The centers where this project is in operation are Indian Veterinary Research Institute, Itanagar, Izatnagar, sorry, Assam Agriculture University, Khanapura, Khanapara, Andhra Pradesh Agriculture University, Tirupati, Jawaharlal Nehru Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Jabalpur. Diseases of pigs. These include swine fever, foot and mouth, swine pox, swine plague, anthrax, tuberculosis, infectious dysentery, and piglet influenza. General signs of illness are in as are same as in sheep and goats. Okay, pigs they are used. Diseases of pigs which are most common is swine fever, foot and mouth, swine pox, swine plague, anthrax, tuberculosis, infectious dysentery, and piglet influenza. General signs of illness are same as in sheep and goats. Now horses. Horses. Distinguished feature of horse scientific name Equus cabellus are solid, hooved, non-ruminant quadrupeds with long pendant males and tail bearing long hair all over. They are intelligent animals, they learn very fast and are faithful pets and can adopt all sorts of climatic conditions. It was the beast of burden, first beast of burden. Polo is game played on horseback. Feeding. Horses are fed on oats, barley, gram and hay. Common salt is also added to their diet. Green grass may also be given if available for horses. Breeding. If compared to other animals, horses have a low reproductive rate. If we compare the horses to sheep and goat or pigs, they have low reproductive rate. Controlled natural mating in horses has been in practice in India for a long time. A high professional skill is required for rearing, training, and medical care of horse races. It compared to the other animals, horses have low reproductive rate. Controlled natural mating in horses has been practiced in India for a very long time. A high professional skill is required for rearing, training, and medical care of horse races. Some common breeds of horses are Kathiwari, distributed in Rajasthan and Gujarat, Kathiawadi, Marwari in Rajasthan, Bhutia in Punjab and Bhutan, Manipuri in northeastern mountains, Spiti in Himachal Pradesh, and Zanskari in Ladakh. So Zanskari in Ladakh, Spiti in Himachal Pradesh, Manipuri in northeastern mountains, Bhutia in Punjab and Bhutan, Marwari in Rajasthan, and Kathiawari in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay, donkeys. Distinguished feature: donkey Equus asinus are smaller than horses but have larger head, longer pinna, and narrower hoofs. Their mane is erect and tail has tuft of hair at the tip. Feeding. The donkey mainly feeds on straw and fodder. They are often let free to graze on the roadside. Breeding. There are two breeds of donkeys in our country: small dark grey and large light grey to almost white. One is the small dark grey and the other one is large light grey to almost white. The grey donkey occurs in most parts of the country. The white donkey, also called wild ass, occurs in Run of Kutch. Donkeys have descended from the wild ass Equus asinus of Abyssinia. Donkeys are the descendant from the wild ass Equus asinus from Abyssinia. Okay, so these are the contrasting characters of horse, donkey. We have understood. Okay, the other category is mule. Mule is a hybrid between male ass, that is jack, and female horse, that is mare. The female horse is known as what? Mare, and male ass known as what? Jack. It has the stamina of ass and size of horse, but is sterile. Similarly, the cross between male horse stallion and female ass is called hinny. When we cross the male ass jack and female horse mare, then it comes to be mule. It has the stamina of ass and size of horse, but is sterile. While cross between male horse stallion and female ass is known as what? Hinny. Mules are known for their toughness. They are sexually sterile. They have to produce every time a new. Feeding. They are feed mainly on green fodder, crushed grams and barley. They also been given salt. Breeding. Indian army has imported male donkeys from Europe for breeding mules. Army used two types of mules. One is general service type and the other one is mountain artillery type. The mountain artillery type are firm-footed and can carry heavy loads on steep terrain. It's common disease of equines. The horse, donkeys, and mules suffer from many diseases. They include pink eye or influenza, strangles, tetanus, and colic. Camels. Camel is a large, hornless ruminant mammal of genus Camellius. It is properly called the ship of desert because of its greater traveling power in desert. It has valuable beast of burden in hot desert and semi-desert regions, and as it can live on minimum food and water while traveling with the load. Types of camels. There are two types of camels: Arabian camels, Camellius dromedarius, with a single hump, short hair, and found in North Africa to India. It does not occur in wild form. Arabian camels, they do not occur in wild form, also known as Camellius dromedarius. It is having a single hump, short hair, and found in North America to India. Turkish or Bactrian camel, Bassetarian camel, Camellius bassetarianus, with two humps, long hair, and found in Gobi Desert of Central Asia. It occurs in wild form also. So one is the Turkish or Bactrian camel, Bassetarian camel, and the other one is Arabian camel. Arabian camels have one hump, and Turkish or camels, they have two humps. They are found in Gobi Desert of Central Asia. They occur in wild form also. Feeding. Camels are fed on dry fodder, that is barley straw, supplemented with chopped green fodder made of pulses, mustard and green peas. They browse on trees, shrubs and bushes. The size of hump is a good indicator of its health. Camels are fed on dry fodder, that is barley and straw, supplemented with chopped green fodder made up of pulses, mustard and green peas. They browse on trees, shrubs and bushes. The size of hump is good indicator of its health. Breeding. There are four kinds of camels in India: Jaisalmeri, Sindhi, Bikaneri found in Rajasthan, and Kutchi found in Gujarat. They have well-defined breeding season. Camel breeds in winter, November to March. Diseases. Camels suffer diseases such as anthrax, pneumonia, camel pox, and surra. Elephants are chiefly found in forest with tall trees, whereas bamboos grow in profusion. They have very poor sight, but sense of hearing and smell is highly developed. The elephants are chiefly found in the forest with tall trees and bamboos grow in profusion. They have very poor sight, but sense of hearing and smell is highly developed. Feeding. Daily food intake is considerable, but only partially digested and utilization is low. Natural food includes bamboo shoots, leaves, and various fruits. Working elephants are fed straw, hay, and crushed grain as a supplement. Puberty occurs at the age of 8 to 12 years. The gestation period is 21 to 22 months. The calving interval is 4 years. Elephants may live for up to 90 to 100 years. Elephants are of two types: African elephants and Indian elephants. The puberty occurs at the age of 8 to 12 years. The gestation period is 21 to 22 months. The calving interval is 4 years. The elephants may live for up to 90 to 100 years. Elephants are of two types, African elephants and Indian elephants. So, this is the difference between Indian versus African elephant. You can see Indian elephant Elephas maximus and African elephant Loxodonta africana. Indian elephant, they have small ears, high domed forehead with two prominence on the top of the skull, one process on the tip of the trunk, and convex back. Tusk in males, not always. They have large ears, convex, sloping forehead. Mature at 25 years. Mature at 25 years. Weight 3000 kgs male, 6000 kgs male. Geological distribution: Ceylon, India, Burma, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, and Indonesia, East Central and West Africa. Timber extraction in log moving in forested areas, very limited in small area of Zaire and used for timber transport. African element timber transport. Yak. Yak is Pipegus granaceus is found in Tibet, Ladakh, Lahaul, Spiti, and Garhwal and Sikkim regions. It gives meat, hide, and wool. Yak is also used for tilling land. The transport of people and goods in these regions would be impossible without this animal. Now, the sericulture I will be starting in the next turn. Till then, bye bye, take care, stay safe, stay healthy.